Hey everyone, Don and Ash here,
Hello.
back for another reaction video. This time we're going to be continuing on with our NF journey, and this is one of the last 6 songs, or last 5 songs, off the Clouds mixtape and off our NF journey in total.
Yeah.
This one is Just Like You, which a lot of us know, and this is where the saying, there's a million of us just like you, comes from. It's the chorus of this song. We do know this one, we've heard it a few years ago or quite a while ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out 2 years ago. I'm not sure what month, but 2-ish years ago, and it's a good one. It's one that I guess just you can kind of like sing along with, or kind of like just kind of slowly kind of groove along with.
Bop around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it's an easy entry song into NF, to be completely honest.
Yeah, definitely.
So, without further ado, we got no music video to this one or to the next couple of them. But like we said previously, if you liked our NF journey up to this point, go back and watch all the other videos, and then come up with us to do this point and listen to this one. And then there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, there's only 5 more after this. So, without further ado, let's hop in and we'll let you know what we think after.
Yes.
Just in case my car goes off the highway, or the plane that I get on decides that it's my last day, I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. It's strange the way the mind can wander, but also stop the gossip and chat with memories that you and me aren't really fond of. Maybe you're out to find love, maybe you lost who you was, maybe you're just like me and feel the need to stay in your rut. Cause if you left it, you might feel like you're no longer you. It's so impressive the way the mind can play with the truth. It's interesting that nobody can walk in your shoes but still relate and feel the same, so in a way, guess we do. You ever think about what it would be like if the clouds were gone and you could see light? If the door was open, would you take flight, or just close the curtains up and stay inside? Take a walk with me, take a risk with me. I'm scared too, and it gets so tempting when you're so empty to disown everything you hold. Dealing when you know clearly you've been so buried in your own fairy tale. The soul's tearing, but your holes in me, I relate to it. But in case you've been thinking no one does, here's a great theory. Throw a Hail Mary, let your mind fly to the sunrise. Could be so scary, make your faith vary. Feel the pain glaring, but the weight carried ain't in vain. Hear me? Hear me? Just in case my car goes off the highway, or the plane that I get on decides that it's my last day, I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. So often I feel desperate, I think my heart's infected. How about yours, how about yours, how about yours? I guess it, you feel the best when your life is hectic. You might be destined to stay defective, so join the club, it ain't that hard to get in. It's hard to leave though, look at the guest list. I bet that your name is on it, don't believe me, check it. See, dead ends in life we come to tend to raise some questions. Suggestion, know that your feelings might give wrong directions. Infested, yeah, with the feeling of failure. Let it take over your body, it makes you question the life that you have. Situations you might have enjoyed become nothing but dated, old and forgotten. But what would you say if I told you that there was some hope we could make it? I know what you're thinking, I'm thinking it too. Could you really improve and be something worth saving? See, I can pretend like I have all the answers, but none of us do. It's the reason we battle, convincing yourself that you don't really matter. Like feeding a cancer and letting it travel to every part of you. But what if we did the unthinkable and cancel our trips? What's achievable depends on the risk, so pick up your chin and listen to this. Just in case my car goes off the highway, or the plane that I get on decides that it's my last day, I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. Yeah. Everybody falls sometimes. Just remember that, that's alright. It's the rainy days that give us love for the sun. And if it isn't, I guess I'll be fine believing it does. Yeah. Everybody falls sometimes. Just remember that, that's alright. It's the lows in life that make you cherish the highs. And if it isn't, I guess I'll be fine believing the light. Hey! Just in case my car goes off the highway, or the the plane that I get on decides that it's my last day. I want you to know when you're alone and you feel afraid, you're not the only person in the world that isn't okay. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you. There's millions of us just like you, like you, like you, just like you, like you.
Yeah, awesome. So yeah, it's a really easy song to listen to. And the message that like you just got to kind of, to me at least, you just got to kind of let go of your inhibitions, and because the weight's gonna be there anyway. So you just have to really, I don't know, like letting go of the inhibitions really is like you know letting letting a horse run free in a pasture. You just want to like a lot of us keep ourselves reined down for sake of safety. And it's just something we were discussing the other day, which is like your brain want to keep you, your brain wants to keep you safe, et cetera, et cetera. And so I feel like there's a lot of things that people don't do for sake of, and it's just like if the way he says it, if I can just bring up the lyrics here, the way he says it is basically that um like here it's in I guess one of the middle verses. I relate to it, but in case you've been thinking no one does, here's a great theory: throw a hail mary, let your mind fly to the sunrise. Could be so scary. Make your faith vary, feel the pain glaring, but the weight carried ain't in vain. Hear me, meaning that like if you have your eyes or heart or soul set on something, um, it's gonna be quite a weighty mission. I mean, like just the emotional weight of it, the I don't know, it could be everything. Financial weight of it, just the life, just the weight of it in general from all sorts of different categories. And he's saying it's not in vain as long as like make your faith vary and feel the pain glaring is like basically there's going to be times where it feels like it's hopeless and your faith really has to carry you through the pain and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And there's going to be times where it feels like am I even like there's no way that this is going to happen, and you still keep going forward because you can't, like your soul and everything can't. I'm trying to explain, like, in part how I feel, like, I can't there's you just don't understand it any other way. Like, it doesn't make sense to you any other way, right?
Yeah, you're like, "No, this is where I want to be."
Yeah, this is
Like,
just it, and,
yeah.
no matter what happens to me, whether I'm up one day or down one day and in all these different categories, you still just keep taking one little step at least
Yeah.
towards whatever your goal is. So that's a lot of what this song encompasses for me. So I just think that it's a very relatable song, and the chorus does a great job at making it relatable for everybody. Like there's millions of us just like you, because often you think that you're the only one that's feeling a certain way, and a lot of us forget or don't happen to connect the two thoughts of like, oh, I'm feeling alone this way, but there's like 8 point whatever, almost like 9 billion people on this planet. Like that is an unfathomable
Amount,
amount
yeah.
of people to even imagine. Like go and watch some of the biggest concerts on YouTube with like that had like 800,000 people, and look at this sea of like it's just it's crazy. Like you could never imagine, right? So there's definitely people out there that are um, you know, most likely
Yeah,
feeling the same way you do, and
for sure.
you can take some comfort in that, and I don't know,
Yeah. Yeah.
use it as your strength for going
Exactly,
forward.
for sure. And I think like one of the very first lines too I want to bring up is how he was saying it's strange how the mind can wander, and I feel like this has been like an ongoing topic in a lot of his songs. Is again just how like your mind is very easily can self sabotage you, right? So just I guess trying to pay attention to that too. And it said the rest of that it says it's strange the way the mind can wander, but also stop to gossip and chat with memories that you and me aren't really fond of. Maybe you're out to find love. Maybe you lost who you was. Maybe you just like me and feel the need to stay in your rut. So for me, I relate to the way it's very easy to like reminisce and get like nostalgic, I guess, and caught up on things that have happened in the past that don't have any weight on the current moment or the current like level of my life, I guess. And just remind myself to like there's no point in thinking about those things or maybe what I could have changed or could have done differently or whatever. Like the point is to like what can I do now and how do I move forward and get to that spot where we want to be, right?
Yeah, for me,
Just to kind of connect it back
yeah, for
to
me,
that.
I guess maybe like a long time ago I would have done that, but I've been very much myself. I like, yes, that's true, but it's like that's like kind of my standard, and it's been that way for a while. There's the past doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. It's like the things that you did even a week ago literally
There,
probably
yeah,
don't even affect you. Most of the things that you did in that day in that 24-hour period a week, what honestly forgettable. Most of the things that we do day to day are forgettable and inconsequential. So that's why it's so important to in the present do things that you know will benefit you tomorrow so that you can look a week back and go that got me to where I am
that,
right now in the
yeah,
present again. So it's really about staying so much in the present that you can kind of manifest your future and then look back on the past and go, "Yep, I did that."
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the strange the way the mind can wander. I just want to point out it's not because the mind's weak; it's because the mind's super powerful, and a lot of people don't even know how to harness or
Yeah, I was gonna say
control
harness.
the amount of, um, I don't know, conscious awareness that we're all given. Like, I don't think we're all at the same level, to be honest, because some people are more cognitively aware than others. You know what I mean? So, yeah, wherever we're all at, you just you gotta be focused. You gotta be in the moment. That's as best as I can say that. So, um, yeah, that's all I have to say about the song.
Yeah. Yeah, overall I really like it. Again, I think we already touched on like it's just a really like nice steady beat and a really easy one to listen to in terms of NF's catalog, and if anybody new were to jump in, it'd be a great one for them to start off with. But definitely I think one of my favorites for sure.
For sure. Absolutely beautiful song, and would love to know your favorite sections of this song. The verses are so good; they're just so real, obviously. And again, one of the main themes that always pops up is that they're relatable, right? So easily understandable, and um, even amongst varying ways that people perceive it, there's still a
Yeah.
very like general core message that we can all kind of latch onto. So,
Yeah.
would love to know your favorite parts of this one, and like I said in the beginning, if you're liking our journey and everything up to this point, there's like 70 videos right now to go and watch, and there's only 5 more after this. Sorry, I lied. There's 67 so far. So yeah, so 5 more are gonna be ending on when we 72 videos, and we've done everything off Hope already. So that brings it up to 85 videos total that we would have reacted to. Hopefully that made sense. You understood that. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Anyways, 5 more. Like I said, join us. Some bangers coming up for the last 5, and after that, it's gonna be all done. The NF journey. So if you're liking everything so far, join us in liking, sharing, and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, bye.
Bye.